Hello, everybody. Good evening. Rose here. Tonight, I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Addiction. So I just took a peek at this live stream to see what Foodie was talking about. She is under the influence of the green, and also she did some edibles earlier. And in the live stream, you could see that they're both starting to hit her. But the irony that she's titling this live stream Addiction at the same time that in the earlier live stream she was on camera smoking out of a pipe and she did her edibles. So now she's going to talk about the things she does and she's going to put on the pity poor me attitude. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. But I wanted to give my thoughts, feelings, and opinions to this live stream, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and just share the screen so you guys can see and hear what I see and hear. So there's Foodie. There's Miss Foodie. So she's going to talk to us for a minute, and I'm going to give my opinions for a minute. So let's get to, shall we?
Thanks, Fupa. Barbecue Chicken's video made me feel a certain way because I just feel like there's a lot of fucked up shit that's been happening and I just ignore it a lot. Not ignore it, but like to cope, I block a lot of shit out. And I don't realize it, you know.
Are we having a pity party? Because that sounds like what she's trying to do. Is the live stream that she did before this one, she was all cocky and on her high horse and talking about different reactors, talking about Kaya, talking about Frenchie, smoking out of her pipe, doing her edibles, raging at everybody. And now she's trying to get everybody's sympathy. I'm sorry, I'm not buying what you're trying to sell there, Chantal, not for any price.
I'm just addicted to everything. Do you ever just feel like life is just chasing up one high after another?
That's how you made your life, indulging in all of your impulses, all of your addictions. You took your addictions and your obsessions and you monetized them. You're making money off of your addictions. Hence why you will never get over your addictions because you made them into content, because you're making money off of them. You hurt yourself on camera for money. You debase yourself on camera for money. That is your content. Could you do other content? Yes. But that would mean you could not take what you're addicted to and make it into content. So instead of running away from your addictions and taking care of them, you run towards them as fast as you can. And you use them to escape reality and truth. You make it your business to escape from responsibility and escape from accountability versus taking those things on and making changes.
Like, ignoring things never solve the problem. I
Nope.
know. You're right, Sanctuary. Ready, shit, babies. Who's Mona? Do you like this? Applebee's! Mona Queefs. Diego. So I just want you guys to know. I mean, like, in my case, you know what I was, like, before, I was, like, a food addict, right? Like, my whole life.
What do you mean was? You still are. What do you mean was? You still are. Chantal, I'm someone that I was a binge eater. Took me 6 years to get that under control. I'm someone who's been on that side of the fence, and I'm looking at you. You're still on the other side, the side of being active with your food problem. You've done nothing to correct it. You've not gone to counseling. You've not gone to therapy. You're not trying to get help with that. You get on your channel and you cater to the feeder fetish fucks who fund you. They send you money through super chats and on PayPal. They buy you food. They buy you clothes. They compose up most of your audience. You do your part to make them happy. So what do you mean you used to be a food addict? You still are. And doing the edibles doesn't help, because all that does is make the problem worse. It stimulates your hunger. And you've said your words. You think about food all the time. You can't stop thinking about food. Food is one of your obsessions. Your number one obsession is attention. And the drugs and the food are tied up with that. All three of those things are tied together. You got an obsession for attention, food, drugs, natter, anything you like becomes an obsession and an uncontrollable impulse that you just won't put the brakes on. What do you mean you're not a food addict? When you sit there on your live streams and you'll do the edibles and you'll go to town on the food, it's scary and shocking and amazing all at the same time how much food you can sit there and eat without making yourself sick. It's insane. I watch you do these binges and I recognize them as binges. And I watch your own chat, this right here. And I've seen people sit there and push at you to eat. Go ahead, eat some more edibles. Go ahead, eat some more food. And they know you've got a problem with food and they don't care, because you binging and hurting yourself with food or drugs is their entertainment. They enjoy the self-harm content that you provide on your channel. They don't care about your personal health. They don't care what happens to you as long as they're entertained. I got news for you. If something happened to you tonight or tomorrow, and I'm not wishing for anything to happen to you, but I'm saying, if something happened to you and you couldn't do content anymore to make their fetish happy, they move on to another chick or guy or whatever on YouTube and get their fetish fulfilled. They don't care about you as a person. They care about their fetish being fulfilled. And you're doing it on YouTube, where you should be doing that on OnlyFans or something, making your money there. But you chose to bring it here. But sit there and saying that you're not an active food addict? Oh, you're very active. You're too active. And you're not putting the brakes onto that.
I had problems with food.
You do.
Yo, say hi, yo, plenty of fish. As a former food addict, I want to tell you it's possible to live a healthy life. Yeah, the discipline. I know, crisscross. That's the thing. Like, and I feel that's what like why I put addiction. I feel bad for having ignored my addiction like for so long, because I've been like, oh, I'm just addicted to weed now. Like, it's not a big deal. But it's just like it is for me, because it's like not. It's just transferred, you know.
You know, though, that's ridiculous thinking. Thinking you could trade one addiction for another. No, all you're doing is adding more on top of the original addictions. You're just creating a second or third problem to go with the first. By indulging in one thing, it doesn't make the other thing go away. That's just stupid thinking.
You look like you were working night shift at Walmart. Oh no, really? Or do I look like I'm working the 3 a.m. shift at Waffle House? You ever hear that joke? Hey, Golden Girl! Hey, everybody I missed! I gotta put this away. Anyway.
So this person, Norma Jean, says, since you have zero discipline, get your tummy reduced. If you're talking about weight loss surgery, she would never get approved. For one, she's got a myriad of health problems that would make it impossible for her to make it off the table alive. Secondly, she's got a food problem. She's a food addict. That would also cancel her out of the surgery because there's a whole process with getting the weight loss surgery. You got to have a psych exam, which you will probably fail miserably. On top of that, the doctors want to see that you're actually serious about losing weight. You've got to show them weight loss. You have got to be on a liquid diet for 2 weeks before the surgery because they can't do the surgery with a full stomach and, full bowels. So they want you on a liquid diet. She wouldn't make it just doing that. And let's just say, for argument's sake, that by some miracle she got the surgery. Let me tell you something. If she's a binge eater, and she's an emotional eater, she said that. If she got the surgery, can you imagine? Chantal would get the surgery, and then if she tried to binge eat, she would continuously make herself vomit because her brain would be telling her to eat and eat and eat, but her stomach couldn't physically handle it. And after like a cup full of food, she would vomit. She would sit there and be crying and stomping her feet because her brain is telling her to keep eating, and yet her body couldn't do it. That's why you can't get surgery like that with that kind of condition going on and it's active. You just can't do it. If she tried to binge eat after weight loss surgery, she would end up busting her stomach open. It wouldn't be pretty. She could never get her stomach reduced.
Naughty librarian? Can I come to the planet you're on? That's the thing, Holly. I always need to be on this other planet. These gummies. Try Planet Fitness!
Stop with the wheezing laugh. It's annoying.
I'm tired of myself, too. Remember that song I used to like? I can't stand myself. Is it the hair that makes it look that way? How about we start packing tonight? Look at me. Excuse me. I'm trying to make sense of my crap. I'm not lying. Okay, let's do Q&A. Obviously, I need to clear some things up because I'm not lying about anything. What am I lying about? You need to change your mindset. You still hold out hope and are like a hamster. Running on. Hold out hope for what? Oh. For what? Hi, Biden. Don't you get tired of doing nothing? Yes, I do.
No, she doesn't. She makes it her business to wake up in the morning and think of new ways to do nothing. Because if she wanted to do something, she could easily do it. And I don't have any sympathy for Chantal with her situation. If she wanted to get healthy, if she wanted to clean up her act, she's got all the tools and more. She's just not using them. I remember all the way back when she first moved into the villa. She talked about how the place had a pool. They had a gym right there that she could use, and she didn't have to pay a membership. So she's had the tools with her all along for almost 2 years. didn't use them. She's got the income that if she wanted to get healthy food or join a gym or anything, she could have done it. She never did. She could have had a good, healthy, happy life. But she chose to indulge in the wrong things and the wrong people. And here we are.
I just feel stunted. Like, I feel, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I'm jammed. Jammed.
Okay. Y'all see this comment right here? Sam's Fupa, formerly Nadarella, says, okay, just tell us what addiction is and then let's bees. So this is what I'm talking about. People in our own chat, they're all about, yeah, get messed up on edibles, do some more edibles, do some more food. They don't care. They just want her to get as messed up as possible and eat as much as possible for their own fetish.
No, I'm just joking. I had to. It was perfect. I just feel like I'm jammed up. I don't know.
You made yourself that way.
And then watch it, seeing Barbecue Chicken's video. And then I guess the parts where it was just like seeing Nader just like constant in like parts of it, it was like I went through a lot of fucking shit with him.
Oh,
and I've
please.
just really just
No. You didn't go through a lot of crap with him. You went through a lot of crap that you put yourself through because you chose to be around him. You chose to drive to him. He didn't come to you. You drove to his house. First in Gatineau, then to Montreal. How many trips did you make to Montreal to see him? How many times did you meet up with him in motel and hotel rooms? How many times did you buy him groceries and film his videos and do his thumbnails? You chose to do all that. You did. You made those choices.
been pushing it and pushing it. And just not allowing myself to fully process it. And I don't
Oh,
want to.
God.
I want to forget it. I can't process it because I can't. Like, you know, like when you're.
Then you know what? Listen, Chantal, listen. If you know how to listen, listen. Don't just hear, listen. Put your listening ears on. So you've been coming on YouTube for over a year talking about this crap, trying to use your chat as basically therapy. It's not been working because you haven't processed it yet. Just talking about things night after night, you haven't processed it. It's not out of your system. That should be a sign to go to a professional because maybe they can help you process it. You know what I think? I don't think you want to process it because if you did, you'd go to the right person who could help you. You don't want to go to a educated professional who's trained to help people like you. Because then you'd have to pay that person for their time and you couldn't turn your camera on and you couldn't get memberships and you couldn't get views. No, you want people to sit in your chat and listen to your verbal garbage and have them pay you for that verbal garbage. You just want to vent. You don't want to process, you want to vent, and you want to get paid for venting. That's all it is.
Your body, like when you throw up because your body won't process something bad for you.
Oh, shut up.
Well, my body will not process what happened with Nader. So.
Then go to a professional.
All your Mario Party friends said they are done with you since you sold the TV a month early. Hey, I can play handheld. The fuck? You know, like. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
So she sold the TV again?
I'm around the same age. I'm feeling my life has no purpose. I think I'm going to look into IVF or fostering. You're trauma dumping. It's okay. Don't even go there, Accountable Beauty. I don't want to talk finances with you ever again. I don't like Nader.
No, you love Nader and you're obsessed with Nader. It's why you bought his groceries. Remember? Here, let me remind you again. There he is, showing off the haul that you bought him. And you said in Repsion's video that you bought the groceries. You buy him groceries. So if you're still buying somebody groceries, how can you get over them? Honest question.
I don't. The whole situation I don't like, obviously. Like, I don't understand. If you look back at all of the things, and you guys don't even know some of things that I'm not gonna talk about, but not necessarily that he's done just to me, but there's just something, just everything. It's just unfathomable to me that he would just not understand how he's not complicit, but whatever. Oh yeah, what do you want me to sing, Diego?
Oh God, don't make her sing.
I saw taxes on the July 21st to-do list. If you look at barbecue chicken's video at the beginning of all this drama, Nader looked maybe 20 years younger, at least 10. And I know
That's because you use filters on him, but go ahead.
all this publicity is fucking eating him up because it's exposing him, and that's the worst thing that can happen to a narcissist. But
and why do you care? Why does that bother you if he's getting exposed? It's because you're protecting him. He's getting stressed out. So why are you stressed out over it? Why do you care so much?
But it's like I'm being blamed on either side for him being exposed. Like,
and why do you care what he has to say? I thought you were done. Why do you care what he has to say? You're done, right? That's what you said.
I'm enemy number one to him for exposing him, and I'm enemy number one to haters for bringing him to the internet. So it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just feeling really bad about everything.
You're a liar. These are all fake tears.
Because, you know, you can sit here and say to me all day, oh, well, you're not wrong. I mean, it's not your fault. He's gaslighting you, but he doesn't fucking care about that. He doesn't know that. All he cares about is I ruined his life. What the fuck do you think he's gonna try to do to me down the line? Hi, Jaren! Is it Jaren? Jaren!
Oh, Lord.
I like your. No, the energy I got from him was traumatizing. Hi.
Oh, screw you. Screw you. Screw you with that language. He traumatized me. Shut up. Shut up. You're still doing things for him. Please be quiet.
Down under. DD's voucher. I don't. He would suck the energy. You guys don't remember ever?
You both do. What is this? Saying he sucked the energy out of me. You suck the life out of every room you walk into. You suck the life out of everybody on YouTube and you don't care. So you're both equally matched. Is that it? Match made in hell. Go be with him.
Like how I would be, just falling apart. Like, fuck, man. Always crying in like a lot of videos. Always crying. Like now.
You're not crying.
You know.
Anybody see any tears? He's like, always crying. Like now. Y'all see any tears in her eyes? I don't. Let me blow it up real good so we can be sure. Nope, no tears. I do see that her eyes are all red from her smoking. That's pretty much about it. Her eyes look stoned. I don't see any tears. Hey, Chantal, listen. If you're going to get in front of an audience and pretend to cry, we got to see actual tears. And if you are actually crying, you would be crying. Like your nose would be red, you'd be all stuffed up, can't breathe, all that. That's actual crying. See, you're such a bad actress, you don't know how to actually fake real emotion.
Trapped in a house with him. Yeah. Yeah, supervisor. No, I haven't seen him at all.
Liar.
So
You haven't seen him? You haven't seen him. So where'd them groceries come from? I know I keep harping on this, but evidence that she's been around Nader, doing stuff for Nader. Okay? You haven't seen him though.
I'm just gonna tuck any trauma away for now until I get to therapy and not talk about anything online right now. I know I say that all the time, but I think like as a firm executive decision of my life,
Oh, please.
that's the best interest right now, is because like it's damaging in so many ways. So I know I have to try to force myself to do it. I need to learn discipline. I hate these life lessons shit. Are you talking about barbecue chicken 6-minute video? Yeah. Plain cheeseburger! Huge Beezer! I love when you guys call me Beezer. When you can finally go full day without even thinking about him. No, but it's not, it's gonna be a while of, it's changed, right? It's gone from intense missing him to hate, anger, sadness, indifference, but it's more now, it's like not anything to do with him. Like I don't even feel like I even know him. More it's like how surreal everything that happened was. That's more what it's the disbelief I'm left with now. S-Jam! You promised to take me around Ottawa and also bring orange julep. Excuse me, is this the real S-Jam? No, it's not. Well, even if it is, maybe next time I guess S-Jam. I was talking to S-Jam earlier. Do you think this move will really change anything but where you sleep?
Nope. Because it doesn't matter where she moves to. The mess in her head is going to follow her, which is going to cause mess outside of her head.
No, not if I don't put in the work. Obviously not. I mean, it will. Yes. Well, I don't hate this place. It's been a good place to live. I don't have any complaints, actually. So, everything was good. Management was great. I feel like people are frustrated with me, and I'm frustrated. I feel even frustrated with myself because I feel like everything is aligning up perfectly for me to make my move on stuff, and I'm not doing it. And you know what I mean? Like, in terms of being successful with anything I do, planning Euro bees. Damn it, Amber. No, I don't think it's the real S-Jam. I'd like to see Pete's bathroom. It's actually not as horrible as you would think. Yeah, definitely not the real S-Jam. Stop trying to cause shit with me and S-Jam. What is wrong with you guys? I just have to always remember that there's always going to be people trying to cause shit, pretending to be me or my red heifers. Oh, is that I don't know about that. Alert, so I don't want you to think I was in any danger or anything. You know how you're just thinking, and I'm just thinking like, I just feel so passive right now. Like I'm just okay. Like this is just like everything is just, like you just think, okay, it's something I really wanted to do, but I couldn't feel excited about it. It's almost like these pills have stopped me from being able to polarize my feelings, like to feel extremely happy or extremely excited or extremely angry. I mean, I did rage, but not as bad as I could have. Fuck. Dark passenger, apathy.
So I guess Chantal's back to taking her medication, which I question that because don't you need to go to a doctor to get a script for medication? When is the last time she's been to a doctor? So if you haven't been to a doctor, how are you getting pills? Second thing, Chantal, if you are taking medication, if you're doing a lot of edibles, wouldn't that cancel out the medication and how well it works? And wouldn't it be dangerous to do both?
Yeah. When I'm on medication, I'm apathetic, and when I'm not, I'm lunatic. So, yeah. So I knew it was something I liked to do, but because I just felt so, you know, I was like, all right, go get that done. And I was like, okay, that's done. Now go back to your car. That's done. You know what I mean? It's like I was just checking off everything during the day in my life, but just going through it like, I don't know. It's hard to explain the feeling. You're just drifting through. Textbook
Well,
department.
I don't think the medication, if there is medication, has anything to do with that, Chantal. I think it has more to do with the fact that you're just abusing the edibles. Taking 300, 500, 1,000 milligrams, 2,000 milligrams at a time, that's entirely too much. That's enough to make anybody a zombie.
Depression. When good things happen, you feel like it's not real. Try a different medication. No, I think this one is the best one. Jim's cherry.
So she's on medication and she sat there on her live stream smoking out of a pipe and doing edibles. So what's the medication going to do if she's putting something like that on top of it?
Skydiving. Very well. Actually, I'm an English major. Dropout. But nonetheless, an English major. Away.
Don't sing.
Anyway.
Can I just say it? This is not me being catty. That wig looks horrible on her. It looks really bad.
Pause the channel with a random chick to say she was Christina. What? You crow karma? Karma is a thing. Oh, hey, ready, set, freeze. Yes, you're right. My computer was 2150.
She's so high right now.
What? Uh, I'm scared about retaliation from my enemies.
This is why I hate it when she gets too high. Look at her. She can barely talk. This is why it's a bad idea to do edibles during your live stream, Chantal. This is why you save them for after your live streams are over. This is why the reactors look forward to when you rage, because you're actually talking. You're not a stoned out, slurry, zombie mess like you are right now.
Stuff like that. You know, like I don't like having enemies. Refinance the Kia
You
and get
allow
like $1,000. Esse minimalism choice be dependable within 10 months. Modern vintage corporate. I would say modern. Me what? I don't know, but fucking Delphine died while he was in jail. But he did tell me once that it. See, I feel bad. Like, I don't know. I'm so fucked up.
Yeah, and that's why you shouldn't do lives this way. Okay, so
I'm definitely not rich, but I'm moving. Main reason is I'm moving to a furnished place, and the new place has like fucking 5 million TVs. So I'm gonna be putting everything up for sale.
There's not much worth anything selling.
Leave the doll in the closet with a note attached. This doll is haunted. Do not move it an inch. Oh my god! Hi, Missy Moo! Tomorrow.
You know what? I hate seeing Chantal this effed up on drugs. So let's go on to the comments. Let me go ahead and refresh so I can get as many comments as possible. Okay. Jag Girl says, we all hope that Repsion gives it to you good in the next series. Every dog has their day. So Repsion has said he's going to do further videos about Chantal. The video that he just released, it was mainly about Nader. Foodie took about 15 minutes of that video, but he said that he would do more stuff on Chantal. So I'm curious to see what else he has to say about Chantal. Effort is thy name says, I love all of these videos exposing you, and you're gaining more and more enemies every day. The only person to blame is yourself and your offensive and dangerous personality, plain and simple. You know, as far as Chantal saying she hates making enemies, that's a lie. She goes out of her way to make enemies. She likes to piss people off. You know, she's not a people pleaser. She's someone that she will walk in the room and be as offensive as possible just because she wants all eyes on her. Nab says, do you not see how the wheelchairs strip you of every precious few crumbs of self-preservation or determination to do better, yet you run to them? It's not just the wheelchairs, though. She runs to everything that becomes an addiction or an obsession. She indulges in them. Rather than fix the problems, she monetizes the problems. She engages in self-harm behavior on camera and gets paid for it. Hence why the problems will never go away. Lady DMA says, addicts lie. You are still a food and drug addict. That will not change until you get professional help. Sitting there talking about addiction as she sucks an edible. Get help, Chantal, right? Sitting there talking about addiction while she's effed up on edibles after she smoked out of her pipe. The irony of that. The complete irony. Drugs are bad, okay, while she's doing the drugs. AK says, so, did you not know he was abusive at the time you made the channel? Or did you make him the channel because he was abusive? The math isn't mathing. No, it isn't. She knew what he was, and she wanted to find a way to keep him tied to her. That's why she gave him a channel. Lysol Disinfectant says, Mr. Coffee blocked you? BS, he never existed. That's what I'm saying. He never existed in the first place. It's funny how she talks to so many guys, yet they all block her. You know what I think? I think that's her convenient way of keeping things to a level to where she doesn't have to actually bring guys on camera. You know, like she can lie to a certain point, but then after that certain point, she cuts it off. That's what I think. Deanna Larson says, day 523 of saying the same thing. I'm surprised your vocal cords still work. Oh, she never gets tired of talking about herself or throwing her pity party. She'll never get tired of that. Love You says, you don't look well. Your filters are morphing you into an odd shape. You're sitting in filth. Your addictions are visibly apparent. I don't understand the point of this video. This is YouTube, not your therapy couch. Well, she won't go to actual therapy because actual therapy is something you pay for. She wants people to pay her to listen to her vent about the same 3 subjects every day. She wants it to be reversed, for people to listen to her and pay her to listen to her. She doesn't want to pay someone else to listen to her and tell her what she needs to do. Sharmak says, what is this processing BS you're always talking about? She doesn't process. It's been over a year with this Nader crap. She's not processed anything. She doesn't want to. Why? Because she's making too much money off the drama. She's not going to process it and get over it. Because if she did, what else would there be to talk about? She's going to keep on with it. Let's see. So that's it for the comments for now. This React video is a little bit short, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay. We don't need to go any further. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely night. Please take care, and bye-bye.